XFL, worthy of watching? Let me bend your ear for a few and let's break it down. Hey yo! Welcome all to IGY6 Games, the gamer channel that brings you a variety of entertainment and content. Bo here in the air. Before I kick things off, I'd appreciate the love by y'all sharing and hitting those icons that need to click. And with that said, check out the social meds where I post daily and keep in touch with the followers. Now let go. Before I hop into the XFL Week 1 review and if it's worthy or not of watching, I just wanted to make an announcement that I recently gotten into the Call of Duty Modern Warfare grind and I am enjoying the shit out of it. So I'm going to start a series weekly here just covering, let's say, the temporary pop culture, hence XFL Week 1. Now I know y'all are saying, but Bo, XFL, yeah sure, but yesterday was also the Oscars. Yeah, I can't tell you who won. I hope Leo won. And best picture, let's toss it up to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But that's it for Oscar talk. I ain't starting this goddamn series on Oscars. Now let's start off with the rules. The way the game is played in the XFL. Let's just call it as it is. It's pretty much the hybrid of NFL and NCAA football, with some minor tweaks like okay, the good ones, kickoff returns. They did bring a little more excitement where the receiving team lines up at their 30 with the kickoff team at the 35 and they're 5 yards apart, can't move until the returner receives the ball. Kind of cool. At least there's something to be said there. And there's possibilities of returns and not just your typical starting off from the 20-25 yard line as in the NFL. Now, big, huge, I love this part, the PAT, point after touchdown attempt. Now, you either go for 1, which you'd get the ball from the 2, go for 2, get the ball from the 5, and go for 3 after a touchdown, you take the ball from the 10. Now this makes all strategy, man, there is no typical blueprint for the XFL. You gotta calculate all kinds of ways to stay in a game. I don't see people being aggressive, of course, when they're ahead, but it definitely makes comebacks very interesting. The game pretty much seems never to be out of hand for the trailing team. Now let's go with the, alright, we got the kickoff, punt returns. Haven't fully learned their new system there. Something about gunners can't leave yet until it's been kicked off or some shit. I'll check that out for next week. Now as for pros for the XFL, the game is a little more exciting with the play clock starting at 25 seconds and not a full 40. That definitely keeps the game with a great pace, unless, oh, that was cool when we got to see the replay and we got to get into the booth and watch the replay reviewer step by step. Well, he had like an Xbox controller. That was fucking nuts. And he's just reviewing, going back and forth, seeing if he made the catch and then seeing if the return was an actual touchdown. That was really cool to see that play out. But back to the pros. The gameplay will definitely pick up. You can definitely tell the offenses were rusty. You can see the head coaches, the play callers, they were hesitating with their play calls. And typically an offense is slower starting in the beginning of season than the defense. But there are still some pretty decent high scoring games. I mean, if you looked at the over under for all the games, they seem to be a minimum of 50. And I believe Houston ran up their score, so go Roughnecks. But hey, I'm not showing bias yet. what other pros were there? This league seems to favor more of the dual threat quarterback. There's not the typical stay in the pocket. I know the NFL's kind of evolving to that direction as well, but the XFL definitely looks at that and takes it in hand and rocks it. I'm wondering why Kaepernick isn't trying for this league. I think he shit. Some who was it? Not St. Louis. The Dragons could use him. Seattle and another shite team. Tampa Bay. Oh my Jesus. Aaron Murray. Jeez. That boy looks lost. And his head coach kind of was hesitating. The play calling will get better with the time. You know, you got the 25 seconds, so you got to get those calls out quick. Now, another big pro plus is the second quarter and fourth quarter sub 2 minutes. The game clock pretty much stops almost after every damn play. So the playbook is wide open still. You don't have to play outside the numbers like the NFL. Oh, speaking of which, only 1 foot in for a reception to be in bounds to make a play. I mean, that's, you know, that's the college rule, but sure, why not? More offense, right? This is definitely a league if you like offense. Although the Guardians had a hell of a defense, that was pretty fun to watch, even though it was just atrocious watching fucking Murray. God damn. But yeah, the sub 2 minutes. There's no such thing really as a 2-minute playbook, play calling, 2-minute warning fucking drill with the XFL. You just have your whole playbook still available, and you can take your time in driving down the field. You can be down 2 possessions, and it's not the worst case scenario. You don't want to be in that situation, but you get what I'm saying. It's definitely doable, and you don't have to have an Aaron Rodgers or whatever. Now, for the one more thing. The football design, badass. It looks slightly bigger, but I could just be tripping just because of the design. But the X's on the noses of the football, that's pretty cool. I would imagine when you're receiving, that looks pretty nice coming at you. And you can definitely make out the ball out in the air like that. Now, cons. Holy shit. I thought this was supposed to be extreme, like exciting. The fucking commentators, man. Again, I didn't watch the ESPN, but if I know ESPN, they're going to be the most PC out of any of them. But damn, I mean, Greg Olson was the most exciting to listen to. You hear my voice going up like this? I mean, I know Romo's kind of once in a generation, but I was kind of hoping not. We need some more exciting commentary in the XFL. Not just your fucking bland commentators. At least get the exciting color commentary in there. Now, another big con. What's the deal with interviewing players and coaches on the sidelines? Who gives a shit? They're going to say the same old cliches. Got to do better. I could have made a better play call there. I was trying to go for this. They're going to give you cookie cutter responses. We're not going to get anything out of those. Please drop that shit. Let's hope that was just an experiment. But no more interviewing the coaches on the sidelines and the players. Maybe if every team had a Marshawn Lynch type and we just 8 designated players to fucking interview out throughout the game. And the last con. Well, it's not really a big con, but again, the offenses looked a little shaky. And that's of course because the beginning of the season and the defense has the upper hand at the beginning of seasons. But the officiating, less calls. I like that. They let them play a little more. They let them get a little scruffy. We had some disqualification of players this week. I don't mind somebody punching out the ball at the end of the play. Dude, I love a little pushback. Well, alright, when you think of Andre Johnson, other than being a Hall of Famer, blah, 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 great player, great teammate, just a great overall guy. But when he went up against Cortland Finnegan, man, that shit had me out of my seat. How about a little bit more of that? Why is it only white sports that we allow them to fight? That's gotta, come on now. Let's evolve now, America. Let's get a little more nodding button of the heads on the field. I think that gives you a little more push on the rating scale, XFL. Just allow a little more, but week 1 was good. I like the chippiness. Now, one last thing to bring up, to bring us all full circle, and that's my Houston Roughnecks. And it's time to make some predictions. And it's not really chalk, but I'm a Texas boy, and I see some goodness. Well, at least out of Houston. Vegas has Dallas overall winning, so for the Western playoffs, Western playoffs, it's going to be Dallas and Houston. And for the East, I see Washington, D.C. and New York, which are Cardell Jones, he looked good. Fucking Matt McGloin, who knew this bitch was still playing? Good on him. But that defense of New York was good. Now, P.J. Walker, Deshaun Watson Jr. Boy, I'm going to buy a jersey. I swear to God, you do another game like that, P.J. Walker jersey, I'm fucking buying it. And then Dallas, I believe, has Landry Jones. I didn't watch any. But my prediction, Houston, New York, championship, lock it in. Final answer, Regis. Houston wins it all. Thank you very much. And go Roughnecks. So tell me what you thought about the XFL experience for week 1. Did you even bother watching? Are you gonna check it out for week 2? Do you have any stakes yet? Are you a fan? Were you satisfied with the gameplay itself? Just let me know. Let's get into this, because I got a feeling XFL is not going to be the AFL and just drop mid-season and shit. It's going to be an interesting season. Let's see how it holds up. But let me know what y'all feel, huh? And as we close out, hope you got what you came for. Share with your mates. Click those buttons that need the clicking. Want to catch us in action? Check out the squad as we stream. Schedule down below in the description. Swing on by and say hello. And as always, I say peace.